This past year was a growing year for the student government, formerly the Student Council. I am proud of the current government for their hard work, dedication, and willingness to embrace the changes brought to the reorganization of the club to further a culture of inclusion and unity in the school. With that said, I want to thank Damon Savastano, Josh Parag, Cesar Diaz, and Jack Muller for their service and all they have done this past year. For the next 10 minutes, you will view the speeches from the Vice President and President of the two tickets running for Student Government Executive Board, the Bird Gang and the Thunder Squad. Both tickets are capable and have the potential to be a great government, but it is up to you, the student body, to decide. Decide who will be best to manage the school with their ideas and leadership next school year. Therefore, listen, but also observe. Being a student leader by example is a characteristic I most value in a student leader, and it is something you should too if you want things to get done. It is more than just the morning announcements and being funny. It is about having the drive and motivation to carry through with plans and promises. Thank you, and be sure to vote next Wednesday.
I'm running for Vice President for the 2015-2016 school year. I'm running with the following people: Dylan Herman as President, Eric Skudelson as Treasurer, James Lanto as Recording Secretary, and Aiden Granquist for Corresponding Secretary. My team and I want to help make Mahwah High School more enjoyable for all the students of next year. Each of my candidates play an important role in making Mahwah a better place. First off, I'll introduce the President, Dylan Herman. Dylan, as we all know, is one of the classiest kids in Mahwah High School. He's not afraid to fight for what he feels is right, and he believes in helping make school a better experience for everyone attending Mahwah High School. Dylan is a multi-sport athlete playing both football and lacrosse. He's the captain of the lacrosse team as a junior, which shows how great of a leader he is and the amount of responsibility he holds. Also, he's a minds and motion athlete, which proves he can balance all the work and athletics in one, making him the perfect president to represent Mahwah High School. He's a member of the National Honor Society and French Honor Society as well. Eric Skudelson will be running for treasurer. In fact, he has experience with being treasurer for the environmental club. This makes him the perfect candidate because he knows how to handle money. Eric also plays on the varsity lacrosse team and is a member of the football team as well. Similar to Dylan, he balances athletics and sports to keep up all the hard work to make him a successful student, which is another reason why he's a perfect student for this job. Our candidate for recording secretary only brings two words to mind: the truth. James Lianto has experience in this field already. In the FBLA club, he is the secretary. Therefore, he understands the dedication that is required to be successful. As a freshman, he was a three-sport athlete and played varsity baseball. Right now, he's a varsity football and baseball player who still manages to balance out his grades, athletics, and clubs he's a part of. Also, he's a minds and motion athlete and a captain for football. As secretary, I know he will create the best environment for our peers. Aiden Granquist will be running for corresponding secretary. As a sophomore, Aiden is in Rebel, Current Events Club, and is a homeroom rep, and even the president of the class of 2017. He is a football player and lacrosse player. On top of that, he is a sub-varsity minds and motion athlete. All the hard work he puts in outside the classroom pays off, making him a successful student and the reason why he fits the job as corresponding secretary. I myself will be running for the position of vice president. I believe I will best suit the job because of the responsibilities I hold, and I'm a very dedicated student. I'm part of the FBLA club and play football and baseball. I was a minds and motion student for the fall semester, and I am a very dedicated student athlete. I put my peers first and care for everyone and all your opinions, and will do anything to make anyone happy and make this the best place it could be. My president and I will put our best ideas together to make sure everyone gets the best experience at Mahwah High School. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Brandon Santos, and I want to be your vice president as a part of my ticket, the Thunder Squad. Before I introduce you to each member of our party, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. As most of you know, I'm a junior here at Mahwah. In my career here, I've worked hard to maintain a decent GPA, which I know from working with Mr. Miguel in the booth is important. Because if you have to worry about your grades, how are you going to take care of the things most important to you in school? Knowing this, I've been able to balance my participation in soccer and track, and I'm hoping to bring forth the same leadership and dedication to student government if you give our party a chance. As for the rest of our party, sophomore Ali Zanateas, a pleasant and approachable individual, will thrive as corresponding secretary. Her grand penmanship and powerful note-taking abilities will give her that non-stop push towards success in the position. Homecoming queen, and also my prom date, Nicole Agnes Constantino, is an admirable young lady who will serve as recording secretary. Nicole prides herself on her ability to have fun and be enthusiastic, and she will certainly add some spice and life to our school as she records the minutes of our meetings. Junior Cesar Diaz, the current treasurer of student government, will use his high level of experience and understanding to fulfill his role and to keep the momentum going, which was made during his tenure in office. Cesar is the type of individual you can count on, and that is precisely why he is the treasurer of our party. Lastly, presidential candidate Jonathan Blasien is a fluffy individual with angelic vocal cords and a fiery passion for bettering the school. For those of you who know him, he is a genuine guy who does not look out for himself, he looks out for you. He will keep the interests of the Mahwah student body at the forefront of every idea he will lead us in. Now, as most of the junior class knows, I fell short to John in the race for homecoming king, so that is why I have decided to join forces with him. Together, we will take Mahwah High School to a whole new level. As you can see, our party represents Mahwah High School with a ticket representing vast experience, varied interests, and most obviously, both genders. Together, we will bring a wide range and equality to Mahwah High School. Each of us will do the best job possible to help all voices of Mahwah student body be heard. So, fly with us, Mahwah High School. Vote Thunder Squad. Thank you.
(1776) U.S. gains independence. 1920, women's rights. 2009, Barack Obama inaugurated. April 2015, ? Mike Peltekian, Eric Swedelson, James Ciliento, Aiden Granquist, and myself are elected as the next student government. But hey, the choice is yours. If elected, next year we'll see many new changes. For example, Spirit Week will be upgraded to a whole new level. Just spitballing some ideas here, but we can possibly have hipster vs. preppy, cross-dress day, or Hawaiian vs. country. But my ideas do not stop there. I know everyone promises, but I will deliver phones in study hall and lunch. I know every student wants this, so to please my peers, I will fight hard to change this rule. Also, something that all students get annoyed with, scanning into the library. I will fight hard to find an alternate solution to this problem so that everyone is pleased. I hope to instill these changes into the school in order to create the best learning environment for everyone. I promise to try and bring new events to our school, for example, a water gun / balloon battle between anyone in the grade who would like to join during the pep rally or anything like that. So please vote Bird Gang. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, Mahwah High School? I'm Jonathan Blasien, but you can call me John. I am running with the Thunder Squad, which consists of a motley crew of individuals, or as we like to say in Mahwah, a motley squad. As some of you might already know, I was planning on performing a contemporary dance in lieu of a speech. However, it was frowned upon by the fam. But the past is in the past, so let's not talk about my failed dance dreams. Let's talk about my current dream. I have a dream. We have a dream. Our dream is to make MHS even better than it already is. We don't have a three-point plan, but we do have pride, spirit, and tons of Columbia Blue apparel. That's not to say that we do not have any sort of ideas in mind. As we all know, this year's talent show was lit, but next year's will be fire. Next year, we, the Thunder Squad, will persuade the school to host 2 talent shows, one in the beginning of the year, which is hosted by the senior class, and another during the third marking period slump, which will be hosted by the student government. As much as we love to have fun, we love fundraising more. With the extra equity from the shows, each class will receive more money to pay off expenses for things such as prom tickets, which will just make your life even easier. As we all know, the Friday morning announcements was a big addition to the reformed student government here at Mahwah. For next year, our goal is to create convivial segments that appeal to your interests, as well as Mr. Pascal's. We want you guys to be as involved in the announcements as much as we are, which is why our idea is to create a club or class focused on creating segments and interviews for the announcements. Think about it. We want you guys to have a voice. After all, we all are one big squad. As you know, the student government hosts many events throughout the year, such as Spirit Week, homecoming, and philanthropies which benefit nonprofit organizations. Well, you know what? That's not enough for us. As executive officers, we would create events so out of the ordinary that your minds would be blown and your pants would be ripped off. One event we have in mind is Thunderbird Thursdays, where each Thursday would revolve around a certain theme. An example of an exuberating theme would be Impersonate Your Teacher Day. The students could all dress up and act as their favorite teachers here at Mahwah, because why not, am I right? Each week, the student government would come up with something different to suit your interests, which is why Thunderbird Thursday is an enticing event. These are just a few of the many ideas that our ticket can offer for next year. It's up to you guys, the students of Mahwah, to vote for who you believe is the most qualified for the position for next year. So remember, Mahwah, when you're voting, think about the diversified group, the difference in gender, the different skills each one of us possesses. Think of our ability and potential to grow as the executive members of the student government next year. We fly. Fly with us, Mahwah High School. Vote Thunder Squad.